my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death in guerdon of her wrongs gives fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am dumb. Now music sound and sing your solemn hymn. Go.
Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night, for which with songs of woe round about her tomb they go. Midnight, assist our mourn, help us to sigh and groan. Heavily, heavily, graves yawn and yield your dead, till death be uttered. Heavily, heavily.
Now unto thy bones good night, yearly will I do this right. Good morrow, master, put out your torches. The wolves have prayed, and look, the gentle day before the wheels of Phoebus. Round about dapples the drowsy east with spots of grey. Thanks to you all, and leave us fare you will. Good morrow, masters, each his several way. Come, and let us hence, and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go. And Hymen now with luckier issue speeds than this for whom we rendered up this woe.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio, who accused her, and upon the error that you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears, in the true course of all the question.
Well, I'm glad that all things sorts out so well.
And so am I, being else by faith and force to call my young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me or undo me one of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good signor, your niece regards me with an eye of favour.
That I my daughter lent, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had from me, from Claudio, and the prince. But what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. For but my will is your goodwill, may stand with ours, this day to be conjoined in a state of honourable marriage, in which shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly. Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry? With my brother's daughter.
I'll hold my mind were she an Ethiop.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter that you have such a February face, so full of frost and storm and cloudiness?
I think upon the savage bull, tush. Fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee. As once Europa did at lusty Jove, when he would play the noble beat in love.
Bull Jove, sir, had an amiable low, and some such strange. Bull leapt your father's cow, and got a calf in that same noble. Feet much like you, for you have just his bleat.
For this I owe you. Here comes other reckonings. Which lady must I seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she's mine, sweet. Let me see your face.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me. And when I lived, I was your other wife, and when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certainter. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
Yeah.
The former hero! Hero that is dead! She died, my lord, but while her slander lives.
All this amazement, can I qualify? When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely of fair hero's death. Meantime, let Mormir seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar, which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why no more than reason.
Why then your uncle and the Prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do you not love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they swear you did.
They swore, but you were almost sick for me.
They swore that you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly... what does that say? Recompense. And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her, for here's a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice. And here's another, written by hand from my cousin, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedick.
A miracle! Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon a great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace! I will stop your mouth.
How's the married man, Benedick?
I tell thee what, Prince, a college of whip-crackers cannot flout me out of my humour. Dost thou think I care for satire or an epigram? No. If a man will be beaten with brains, I swear I shall wear nothing handsome about him. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I think nothing to any purpose the world can say against it, and therefore never flout me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and it is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but in thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
I had well hoped thou wouldst have denied, Beatrice, that I have cudgelled thee out of thy single life, to make thee a double dealer, which out of question thou wilt be, if my cousin do not back exceeding narrowly to thee.
Come, come, we are friends. Let us have a dance, ere we married, and we may lighten our own hearts and wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
First off, my word. Therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There is no staff more revelled than a tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Oh, think not him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up papers!
Woo! Hello! Today I'm joined with William Shakespeare, who wrote the famous play Much Ado About Nothing. We are going to be going over 5 different ways he used rhetorical devices. Can you give me an example of personification?
Yes. In Act 5, Scene 3, when Claudio says, "Done to death by slanderous tongues, was the hero that here lies. Death in guerdon of her wrongs gives her fame which never dies. So the life that dies the shame lives in death with glorious fame." The line, "done to death by slanderous tongues," is an example of personification, because tongues cannot actually slander.
Are there any examples of illusion in this play?
In Act 5, Scene 4, when Claudio says, "I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush, fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee, as once Europa did at lusty Jove when he would play the noble beast in love." Europa and Jove is a Greek myth about a princess named Europa whom Jove approached in the form of a white bull and bore on his back through the sea to Crete.
That's very interesting. What about antithesis?
Well, in Act 5, Scene 4, when Benedict says, "Bull Jove, sir, had an amiable low." Amiable means happy, and low means sad and down. Therefore, amiable low contradicts itself.
Is there any irony in this play?
You bet. In Scene 5, Act 5 again, when Claudia says, "Another hero," or "the former hero," or Don Pedro says, "She died, my lord." Wait, just kidding, Leonardo said that. But the dramatic irony is the audience knew all along Hero was not dead.
But the characters did not, right?
Correct.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How about metaphors?
Oh, this one's great. In Act 5, Scene 4, when Don Pedro says, "Why? What's the matter? That you have such a February face?" I don't have a description for this one, but it's a metaphor.
Well, that just about wraps it up today. Nice meeting you, Mr. Shakespeare. Very interesting.
Hello!
Today I'm doing this game.
Percy!
Oh my god!
Action.
Oh my god, it's pronouncing you on like Spanish.